You're so quick, Dia! Everyone agreed just like that! Guess that means we're now... Hooah! Watch out, world! There's a couple of new mercs on the scene! Maybe Paimon should give herself a proper mercenary name. It's a deal!
Our popularities, I love... Why, hello there, traveler, Paimon. I sensed you were so bright. I could have taken you for an opera singer in full falsetto.
Farina, you're finally here!
Thank you. I am just as thrilled to be here as you are to have me. More seriously, I'm not the star this time. That's you two. Honestly, when I was first asked to approve the plans, I thought this would just be a small event. I never imagined that the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland would expand to this scale so quickly.
Yeah, thinking back to when we first arrived, it really has all come together in no time.
At this rate, who knows? Someday it could... And we have the two of you to credit for much of that. I've suggested to several renowned directors that we award you the title Pioneers of the Film Industry, in contrast to the Farina Award, which is more of a public honor. This title is a mark of true recognition from within the industry itself.
Wow, even you're getting serious now.
Come now, no need for any of that. Just speaking of which, I've actually been preparing—
Did Paimon hear that?
Well, given that it bears the name of my dear friend Surintendant Cheval Moran, isn't it only natural that I conduct a bit of research on her behalf? Besides, the more famous a star becomes, the more important. Plus, it's amazing how much you learn just by listening to other people's take on films.
Paimon always assumed celebrities just get their assistants to handle it. Then again, maybe Farina's just an outlier.
We are, all set to go. Now, let's take a stroll nearby and randomly pick out some visitors to ask a few key questions.
These suggestions are surprisingly detailed. Choosing film prototypes, recreating the scene cutting process, budget management for costumes, makeup, and set design? Oh, Paimon's head is spinning. Why is it also nearly every single person we spoke to said they wanted to see Lady Farina perform?
To tell you the truth, I have no plans to perform this time around. Any star worth their salt knows their role. When I take center stage, all the spotlights are on me, and rightly so. But as a guest, so instead of performing myself, I'd prefer to support you from—
Hey, that's right! Movie Masterpieces is all about film expertise. There really would be no better candidate than you!
Oh, wonderful! Then I shall give this role— Once I've had a moment to prepare, we can meet up for a slice of gâteau.
Rise with the sun!
Simply exquisite. As amazing as ever. Escoffier, have you ever considered starring in your own film?
as it happens, I'm already doing something similar.
Oh, no. No. A documentary won't do. I'm talking about something.
Before you finalize it, please let me review the culinary terms, especially when it comes to how ingredients are handled.
Great! It's settled that. And actually, I think I'd like to bring in the Traveler and Paimon as directors. Something tells me that the three of you working together would really get the creative sparks flying.
No problem! That said, now that we've been granted Director Farina's approval, we'll really have to step up our game.
Excellent! I believe in you both. The gâteau was sublime as ever, Escoffier. Now, about time we got to work. I'll start drafting the script on the side while serving as the consultant for movie masterpieces. Wish me luck! A truly great adaptation must capture a film's core themes and seek to convey the inspiration that lies behind them. The three attractions are certainly all up to enhance our film's aesthetic. The three attractions to enhance our film's aesthetic. I'd recommend a few classics for you to familiarize yourself with. Or, if you have the time, maybe we could watch them together? most recent financial report is looking great. This park struck a chord with film buffs all over. Maybe you could be our spokesperson next time we hold a similar event?
Oh, man.
Bro!
Are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Aoife, what brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? How come you're... I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
Why, you're all here, of course.
For vegetables.
Forkakoo. Huh?
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland. Wait, is that right?
It's Cheval Moran.
Right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here. Anyway, Long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natland.
So, you guys are vegetable couriers?
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right, but they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See, doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi, guys.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore. So, what about Kakuku? If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
Aoife, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Kakuku.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku. Suffice it to say, Kakuku's in big doo-doo.
How so? He's so small and all he...
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put him on mute.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku, so he didn't...
Oh no, bro.
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into that building next door. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down.
That one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. It's the tallest building around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere with...
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a... I'm starting to...
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku.
For real now?
Of course I'm for real. I'd never...
All right. Everyone's an awesome Saurus. Well, but our priority right now should be to go in there and check up...
Leave it to us.
You sure? Wow, awesome. That'll be a huge help.
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you...
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
There you go. Back when we first met Kakuku in the wild and I begged you to take him under your wing, I never imagined you'd end up spoiling him rotten.
And I never imagined you'd be nagging me about it.
Oh, well, I definitely saw that coming.
Huh?
You're only 5 years old after all.
Try and stop me!
No way, bro!
Did he say he came from Natlan? No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no. Bro!
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again. Oh, you know one another.
He's a friend!
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Mr.
For real?
Traveler. Was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out?
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial? I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
So you've met Nervalette before? But wasn't the trial overseen?
I've seen his photo in the papers, but as for this other gentleman...
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share anything about the case.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh, wow! Oh, no!
I believe he said, or rather, I suppose he meant, that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro!
Let us return to the... Mr. Kanich was...
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice.
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband...
That's exactly my...
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Wriothesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this...
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from? Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first... And, following on from our drafting said agreement may take some time.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kukuku. Excited?
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Nadland would soon start showing up all over.
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
You can say that again, bro!
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your...
Guilty as charged. So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little more? We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
Sure thing, bro!
What's the situation? How bad is it? Oh no. When I saw that Kukuku wasn't with you...
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kukuku sometimes you just have to let the kid...
For real now?
It's not that bad. Kukuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad. Kukuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Mermonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kukuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
All right.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, The ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kakuku actually gets out.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Yay! Problem solved! All right.
I've realized
What?
if we go out.
But if we stay in.
Oh,
Yeah, well.
It's been a few days. Then I'm flying. Let's head over to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kakuku's doing. Hey everyone, we're here! Oh hey, my little dudes! Good morning! Oh wow, Kakuku's learned a new greeting! Is that good news or bad news though?
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time? Get out of here! Huh? Okay, so good morning.
Of course. That's Kakuku's not the only one that Mr. Ridesley's been getting to talk.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly
So, what's the deal?
After racking he was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed. The smugglers were, but all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail.
Boss, do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie.
That's right.
Are they merchants? Have they come to scarred face? Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks... Could he have previously been a warrior? Something feels off.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this. Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box. It's illegal to smuggle such items outside Natlan.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've got... So anyway, after an investigation and a chase...
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections, Justin.
Yeah, Kanish, you did great.
In other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Sounds like Mr. Kukuku wants to chime in?
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
It's a good observation, I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is...
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Huh? Oh, wow. No way, bro.
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victims...
That doesn't merely happen in films. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Sounds plausible.
Wait. If the gun really wasn't... Does that mean they executed the hostage?
I agree. I don't believe selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless there... Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. And speaking of selling stolen goods...
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight. Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but
That sounds like a plausible theory.
looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come. And timing-wise, all we need now...
So that, in that case, I may as well... Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not you?
Is that really...
Well, look...
You could always wait.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left...
I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich. Speaking of pets...
Get out of here! Out of here!
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here, indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying...
You're the best, bro. Oh, that really is good news. Travelers, should we...
I shall leave him in your capable hands. Indeed. If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
That actually sounds... In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city.
This might be a good time for you to read.
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when... Really? How about this? You read through...
How?
What? What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich!
Oh, nice dodge.
Paimon feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance. Did you miss me, bro?
Cuckoo, you're free!
Ugh, not you again.
Hey, other granny. And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to see you all. Thanks for bringing Kukuku back.
Get it away! Get it away! Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro?
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet. Let's go find something to eat while Ahau lives his best life.
Poor Ahau. He spent all day being tormented by Auroron, only to discover that the suffering's just begun.
Aoife, as a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
Did you even hear yourself? Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kukuku got out of jail?
Don't lose hope, Ahau. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now too. You're still in the game?
Same standard? I will not be held to the same...
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again?
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
Also, there's no such restaurant.
Anyway, thanks.
Why you? Between the two, Kukuku wins the cuteness competition hands down. Really? Thanks! Wait, who are the other contestants, though? The lost and found notice is up! Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mermonia to see if anyone shows up. Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Hello.
Have there been any developments? Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just
Special Patrol, open up!
Ah! Who's there? What?
I don't think that's who this is.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes!
Good day, all. Gramps, grannies, aunts, and uncles.
What in the Tevat are you doing here, Auroron?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kukuku's owner?
One of his owners. Kind of. But Bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost eye.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr.
Somehow For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the...
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door knock?
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job!
Oh, I see. Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
So, Roran,
Yeah, so...
For real now? Oh, come on, bro. Auroran, be honest now. Were you the one who lost this?
No, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs to Aoife?
Of course not. Aoife has his own gun. All right then. So here's what went down. This morning, Aoife and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it and sent it over to the Palais Mermonia. But apparently he used to work here.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia.
Yes, at least I assume so. We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
could it have been a disguise?
Oh no. Auroran, Paimon thinks you've been tricked. Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
No way.
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kukuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
In that case, let's hurry over to work. Time to catch that.
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon. You're pretty famous in Natlan.
Oh, we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking a Roron to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on...
It suggests that the person who got Auroran to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but however, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich, oh, and of course, Monsieur Nivelet too, stay here for the time being. We'll empty the box, give it to Auroran, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
I think this plan is worth a try.
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Auroran has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now. Nothing suspicious going... Strange.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the pecking! Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of yours under control!
The heck are you on about?
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the? This thing has a job.
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either. You're on your own now.
I'm sorry,
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious. This interesting. I think I'll sit.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent.
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
So I got it.
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool.
Please don't do this, my good sir. My master.
His life hangs in.
If this means so much to you,
Are you trying to...
how'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Enough. More than enough.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just discussing.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has...
No, I mean, yes, of course they do. Please ask away.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story from the beginning.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare antique, I couldn't resist. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare old relics, and as for the seller of this particular item, well, I've never met him in person. We've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of coded ads and some shade, as long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slipped some more. Normally, everything. That was not what we'd agreed, but I couldn't just let it go. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smug now, are we?
No, please go easy on me.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it. And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around, so I'm so very sorry. I underestimated the pair of you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia.
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well, he, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live. Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient...
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr...
Please, just call me Argento.
All right, Mr. Argento.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films? Oh, I get it.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case. A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage, but on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Okay.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot. If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Oh, I see.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais... All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now. As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement.
Such a hassle, bro.
See? Mr. Kukuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us. And out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. In that case,
Not exactly what I was going for, but then it's settled. Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.